test, trials, they're all there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the mu'min, believer, clean, pure, pak, worry-free, content life, full of barakah, everything which should have the mercy and blessings of Allah. Allah Ta'ala is prepared for this. Allah has designed this. And what is the design? The life design, very simple. Allah Ta'ala stated that for such a life, brilliant life, I've done a beautiful preparation and design. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Subhanallah. The Quran is saying this. The Quran is saying this. That if you want to live such a life, then my holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam start to implement his sunnahs. That's the clear message. All the barakat, the blessings, mercies, all of the positives of life, the ni'mas, Allah's treasures, His blessings, His karam, His grace, kindness, generosity is instilled in what? Within the methodology of the Holy Prophet ﷺ's lifestyle, sunnah. If we live our life like that, very straightforward method. لَقَدْ كَانَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا, Allah Ta'ala says that you will be successful in this world and the hereafter. Two methods. One is following our desires, the way we want to live according to our own methods, opinions. And the other tariqah method is what Allah Ta'ala said, that live your life like this. So which way is the better way? Obviously what Allah Ta'ala has said and designed. So why doesn't this statement penetrate our brains? Why don't we think? We cry and lament and problems and magic spells and trances and this and that, crying and complaining. Allah says one way, method. You can never be a failure. The individual who designs his life, implements his life according to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You want to have problems at home, problems amongst your children, problems in your business. Challenges come. But Allah Ta'ala's assistance will continue to come and Allah's mercies will continue to come. And automatically the path will open. That I don't need nothing from you, my colleague, nothing. Do you love my sunnah? I will also love you. I'm yours. Benefit number two. Subhanallah, guarantee from the Prophet. Now say Subhanallah. Guarantee from Allah. Guarantee from Rasulullah. The person who becomes Allah's beloved, he stated, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that look, listen. فَأَنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ the guidance is coming from the Prophet. The Prophet stated, advised, this is an order, an instruction, statement that look, do this, that when you wake up after the night, then wash your hands. Now everybody needs to practice this, say Subhanallah. There's a sunnah that's coming now, teaching. Somebody wakes up the way he wants or the way he wants. How should we wake up? In this tariqah, with this methodology. The Holy Prophet tells us that, look, what it seems insignificant. We get up in the morning, a person does this, he gets up to drink water, he gets up in his way of method. The Prophet ﷺ is teaching us the adab, that when you wake up after the night, after sleeping, whenever you get up, what should you do? Directly wash, don't put your hand direct into the water. Like into the, for drinking the water or for wudu. No, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, don't just put your hands directly in there. The water that you're going to use for wudu, for drinking. First wash your hands, because you don't know your hand in the night. Where were your hands in the night? Subhanallah. These are the words of the hadith. The words of the hadith. Yes, guidance. Guidance. You don't know where your hands have spent the night, where they've been. Do you understand what the hadith? So when you wake up, first, that before utilizing your hands, before doing anything, wash your hands, because you don't know that your hands, where they've spent the night, not you, but where your hands have spent the night. Subhanallah. This hadith. Guidance. Now the person will speak. What's this you're talking about? What's this? This is our attitude today. What kind of guidance is this teaching? Is this wash the hands? Where have the nights been spent? The hands were with me. You'll start joking. The hands were with me. How can you say, where did my hands spend the night? I was here, my hands were here. What difference does it make? No. Don't say that. Night, your sleep. Unconscious. Sometimes it's shown when somebody here's a hadith or a sunnah when somebody speaks, then there's a punishment if somebody opposes that. The punishment is received. That's why we're in this bad state. Not always shown physically, but we're in a bad state. So a person goes to sleep. When he woke up in the morning, his hand, where was it? It was trapped in the back, in his back. He couldn't bring it out from behind his back. Hand was defunct. This is the hand that you were joking about when you put down the sunnah. So we think for ourselves. Nabi al-Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when a sunnah comes in front of us, is told to us, advised, how dare we oppose it, speak against it, because the punishment has been communicated. Immediately in the morning, his face had changed. The hadith states that before the imam, Allah's Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, this is a sunnah, before the imam, that, what should you do? Don't bow down into ruku. Don't go into sajda. That when the imam moves into ruku, then go into ruku. Or sajda. Prostration is the principle. One person says, what's this? What difference does it make if I go before him or after him? Sunnah's coming, teaching's coming, don't oppose it. And what's the punishment? The person who does this, his face will become like a donkey. Like a donkey. Allah's Nabi Sallallahu said it. They said it. He said, oh, it doesn't make a difference. He can go a bit before. Allah wanted to show the punishment. He joked and mocked the sunnah. He said that when he picked his head up, his face had become the face of the donkey. Hadith, punishment. It's in the world, these incidents occur. So tell me now that we've become horses today, donkeys today, animals today. So the Prophet has told us something, if we criticize it, mock it, tell me, immediately that punishment starts. Sahih al-Bukhari, Nisa'i, and Abu Dawood. There's a hadith I'm remembering now. Tabarani. In these narrations, there's a hadith. Hazrat Ibn Abbas, Hazrat Abu Hurairah, radiyallahu anhum ajmain. I'm talking about today's day and age. Today's day and age. What's the reason for our ruin and loss today? For our destruction. What's the reason behind all of this? All these hadith, there's a subject that comes out. That man who imitates the women, or the women who imitate the men. Folk, Allah's Nabi Sallallahu said, Lana, curse on those people. Curse. Another hadith comes. That woman who imitates men's lifestyle, or the men who imitate the women's lifestyle, lanat, curse on those people, on the men, on those women. Mushabat, on their imitation, on their copying. The opposite sex. A woman, if she wears the men's attire, dress,